Hi guys, how you doing? I've noticed in some of the comments under my YouTube channel that people are talking about the demons. How do you know if you've got a demon or dark spirit around you? I can only explain it in my story so that you get to understand it, because one of the first things that I didn't understand was, does this actually exist? Are there demons and dark spirits that attack you or change direction in your life? It's a feeling. And to try and understand whether or not you have a dark spirit around you is to try and tune in to your own self. If you feel that you do not feel like yourself, then we can start to question. If you feel like your mind isn't your mind and something else is doing the talking. Now, when I say something else is doing the talking, it's not about you're hearing this incredible voice that's telling you to do this, that and the other. It all comes with a thought that comes into your mind that you have to question, why am I thinking that? But it also comes with an energy. If you're being taken over by a dark spirit, your energy starts to change. I remember when it started to happen to me, and it was as if something arose within me. Then all of a sudden my personality started to change, my anger levels started to change, and my awareness to people started to change. And it was almost as if I just didn't like anyone. I just picked up on people's energy, and I was reading people's energy, and I just felt this incredible feeling of growing. Here's one way that I can explain it that I've just remembered. It was if there was something inside of me that was bigger than me and it didn't fit this body. I felt like I was always trying to stretch myself because something just didn't feel right. Almost like wearing a t-shirt or a jumper that's 2 sizes too small. It just felt uncomfortable. So if you feel that you feel uncomfortable and there is this energy that it changes within you, that changes your mind, then you possibly could have a spirit around you. Not to say that it's dark. Now, what is a dark entity? A dark entity or a dark spirit is an uneducated spirit. That's the difference between a light being and a darkened being. One is educated, one isn't. I can now look at life and most of humanity and turn around and say they're dark beings. Now, it's not because of their own fault. What's happened is that the education about being light or understanding what is light, and light is information, because what your body is complete information. Everything is storing information, it's sharing information, and so therefore in your body is a complete relationship of information, i.e. your emotions will send a signal to your brain, that's information. Your brain will then send it to your body, that's information. And when you look at this world, everyone's on about information, but in my teachings, it's about finding your own information and putting it in formation. Because what we've got with the human being is completely all over the place. It's scattered, which means your body and your mind and your energy is all over the place. It's not working as one unit. Beamism is all about getting the body and the mind and your energy working as one. And you're trying to understand, and you're very much looking forward to understanding what is the spirit of you. Throughout my journey, the things I wanted to do kind of happened, but didn't happen. So the more I wanted to go this way, something was taking me over this way. And so therefore I started to battle within me. That was the dark night of the soul. I want to go this way, but for some strange reason, my journey's going over this way and I don't want to go that way. If somebody told me this information years ago that it's this pool that's going this way, just go that way, because you're going to waste a lot of time trying to do the very things that you want to do, which then brings up free will. Do you actually have free will? And the only free will that I can come up with is the way that we react within ourselves and the way that we react with other people. So the question comes, how many people do you believe are kind of demonic? Now, what I mean by that is very dark, emotional, unconscious beings that have no empathy. That's where you'll get the word of demonic. But as you grow and you awaken into your true self, what's happening is that your expanded awareness is trying to almost leave this planet. You're trying to escape the confinements of being a human being, because to me, the human being is the prison. We are all enslaved. This whole world is a shambles, and it's a real shame to say that we live this life, our one chance of anything to happen in this life, and it's just ruined by horrible people. I would basically turn around and say everyone that is running this country is demonic. And the reason why I say that is because there's no empathy. They basically don't care about you. So if you have no empathy, or you meet people that have no empathy, they can be controlled by darkened spirits. Now, being a darkened spirit can be any one of your family members before we even go beyond that, because we live in the third dimension. Fourth dimension is dark spirit. When I needed to get information about beamism, I needed to travel with my own consciousness into the fifth dimension. Now, that's just a level of understanding. So I could turn around and say, it's hell getting to heaven. And that's what it felt like for me. Going through this spiritual journey, it just seemed like everything was getting worse. I used to think to myself, surely this can't be spiritual. I can't be a messenger if I'm going through all this rubbish. This is crazy. Inside of me, I have a lot of empathy. And it's part of me that I always loved. But I found that empathy was starting to be stripped away. And that's when I started to realise that something else was actually stopping me from being awakened. My name is Trevor Owsley. I'll see you on the other side. Take care.